Que pasa chicos, ALGS is over, and with that we will get a huge Rostermania and crazy drama this month and next month. Yesterday Carter from the Sentinel tweeted and said he's LFT now, Zachmazer is also LFT, and Grow Gaming released the roster and they are LFO now. They have played pretty well in the finals and finished 4th. Next news, recently I found out about how much money the top 10 OnlyFans creators have made in their entire career, and if you merge all this number you will get around $700 million. And if you look at the list very carefully, you will see Tyga has made around $30 million, and he's a rapper and singer. And now let's start the video with Zachmazer, where he would review Team Liquid.
Can't even like see what happens.
Get him. I can't. Bro. We split it off you to go to the corner and then you fuck, man.
When you're Valkyrie here, you have to land in the middle of the ocean. You don't want to be landing inside of Cedo, because these teams over here that are also in Cedo that aren't in are just going to third party you, even if you do somehow successfully steal that from them. And then you're going to get fought by another team that needs your space anyway. You want to go to like the sides of zone that aren't going to have 400 teams, right? Not only that, but we're also like trying to take space from somebody that's caustic, right? Like it's game one, it's caustic. So when it's caustic game, it's much easier to hold space, right? It's not like you can throw an arc and break all the Watson fences and life is good. It's like that barrel's going to hit you for like 30 damage no matter what, and you have to shoot at it, and the guy's going to shoot you in the back. So probably not good to land on this team. Probably should just be landing like right here and walling in your full safe, and then like looking for this team's walk-in. You could land, like you could skip, land on the rock, look backward. Height could shoot you, which is kind of shit, but like you only have so many options, right? Like these guys are going to keep you alive from this team if you go here. You could probably go to the box spot. You could probably go underneath the trees. I would bet you.
Bad.
I would bet you one of the waterfalls was free if they actually scan all of the waterfalls. Yeah, both waterfalls are free. Look, both waterfalls are free. How insane is that, right? Like, what? The waterfall isn't in, like, perfectly, but look at their walk-in. Like, they could land here and just walk in, I guarantee you they would live, right? Like, yeah, I mean, look at the zone, by the way. The pyramid is in zone, and it's completely free, and they're just slamming on a caustic team. There were plenty of free spots that he just straight up missed, right? And the other thing, too, to notice is the right side of zone had nobody on it, so they actually could have just lived anywhere over here. They could have played the tree, they could have played the island, they could have played waterfall if it was barely in. Pyramid was free, right? Like, obviously hindsight's 2020, but yeah, I mean. So this is the game 2, right? This is where caustic is banned. So now everyone goes rampart, just to be clear. They're playing this really well.
Stop crack! On us! Damage! Nice! Go! Break you!
Ooh, I don't know why Sykes slid at them. I think if Sykes doesn't slide at that team, they have a chance to win, because it's top 2 now, no? If they just play their Newcastle shit.
Go!
Like, look at the state of the match. They're on a Newcastle wall, and Funk has...
Break you!
Sykes is like one shot, just fucking... Leroy Jenkins fucking going crazy. I feel like if Sykes stays with his team... Did Zero say swing left? Maybe he did.
Stop crack! On us! Damage! Nice! Go! Break you!
Wait, he did. He said, no, he said go left. He did say go left. I don't know why he said that. Because even he didn't.
Fuck them! Stop crack! On us! Damage! Nice! Go!
Oh, he's saying kill, but it sounds like go, kind of. Oh, yeah. All right, well, you can't really blame Sykes for that. Fair play. I mean, that's a banger game. That's like fucking good.
Show back. I won't always.
Give knock on the left. No, left side, Tanner. Left side.
You're good. You're full safe in that LOS, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
Go. Can't reset this one.
They're just dead.
Down right.
Yeah, they just die. I mean, I think the biggest issue there is Funk not being in his drone, but Zero probably could have said it as well. Or Sykes honestly. Bro, what is it? Where's this audio coming from? Sykes could have said it as well, to be fair. Because, I mean, when we go look at the map POV, so this is before they go to the rock, right? So if we, like, skim through this, you would notice that they go out here, drop helps kill them, they're in the pinch, and then they're going to have to realize that they have their edge to themselves. There's nobody else here. And then, of course, they're going to try to kill you if they have their edge to themselves. Anyone would, right? And it's just a lot of information that they're lacking that, like, Funk, Zero, and Sykes are all capable of, like, understanding and knowing how the game plays out for them. Because they don't have any of the information, which they definitely should, their game just is over. So they go up, they watch those guys, they run down the rats, and then here's the recon info. This is what they have to play with, and they're going to play for low right, which is fine. I'm going to say something, and I'm saying it, obviously, because it was something I heard when we were doing a watch party, and I said it out loud, and I was very vocal that I didn't like it. So I'm going to say it again, and we'll see if what I thought was correct when it actually plays. So what's going to happen here is they're going to rotate over to where my mouse is, right here on the edge of zone. And there's a duo back here that Funk is going to be calming. Hey, we have to hold our duo. Hey, we have to hold our duo. And Zero or somebody isn't listening and paying attention, and they're looking the wrong way. And the duo actually 2v3s Liquid when they have like a really good game here. Because look, there's nobody underneath in this other building. They actually have a free walk into endgame. Because look at the map. They can literally go underneath this building, under tunnel, and they're just in endgame. So we'll watch this out, but this is where they go into this bridge. And remember that duo that we saw back here? I'm pretty confident they rap, and Funk talks about it.
You want to play here? Do the one heal. Wait from heal.
I'm literally one.
Done? Yeah, we can play here. Moving on the choke. Moving on the choke, guys. Grab back on these. This team has to walk in. This team has to walk in.
He has them on wall hacks saying this team has to walk in, this team has to walk in.
I have no gen, no gen.
I'm dying.
And Zero turns his back to him and just explodes. And it's a duo.
On the bottom.
Oh my god.
And then he...
Come the crate. They're dying. They're dying across. Yeah.
They're in their own feet. They're in their own shit. We're guys close. Guys close. Close coming up. Close coming up.
In.
Blocking right. Blocking right.
So like that was really bad, right? Like they're in zone, they're fine, they're chilling. They just need to hold this duo on their back. All they have to do is just do what Sykes is doing, right? Like just go AFK where you're full safe and look backward because you're already in zone and you already have recon info, right? And just look backward. And when the duo walks over with the whole server able to see them in this LOS, just kill them. But I mean,
I have no gen.
like Zero just blacked out, I guess. I don't know. Like Funk was calling it. Zero called it himself. Funk had them on drone wall hacks and he just like blacked out. And then explodes, and then the duo runs them over. Was looked like that.
One. I'm sorry. We're down. Lock down. Come on, one guy. Guy, one slow.
Let him die.
Maybe yours. Swinging this guy. 100. God. Shield, almost up. Full team. Play live. Pull up.
Okay, well, like this. Okay. Oh, all right. All of this happens because the first fight is messy, and everyone will agree with that. When you're like clean 3-0 wiping, normally when you get thirded, you either can kill the next team or like they don't even third you. And if they are full committing to third you, then like they're playing for your spot, whatever. Like that's different. But then you still have another 3v3. Like this only gets sketch because this first fight is so messy. Like Funk and Sykes should be ready to swing off of this shot right here. Like this is the shot that these guys should be like chowing,
I'm about to have zero.
right? But nobody's chowing off of the shot. Like literally nobody's chowing off of the shot. Now Zero gets another chow, and these guys are chowing Zero, and nobody else still has the chow. Like I feel like we need to be in their guts right now if I'm hitting a 150 on blue. But that's just my opinion. I feel like if we're like trading here on our gen, that like this is like a 3-0 wipe. Like I feel good about that. Maybe I'm tweaking. If this is a 3-0 wipe, I think all of it is a smoother. Whatever. They get the reset. When they get the reset, I think it's really important that Sykes should instantly fence their back because they saw a Valk flying up, and Sykes should instantly fence the zip. And then obviously the only thing that can happen after that is someone landing in front of them, right?
Oh my god. Like
think about like the steps of securing your spot when you're playing Watson. Okay, Valk's flying up behind us. I'll fence our back so he can't zone wrap us and like grief us. And then I'm gonna fence my zip, right?
Enough safe.
And like maybe Sykes didn't have time to because the timing of everyone getting landed on, that's fair.
One. I'm sorry. We're down. Lock down. Come on, one guy. One slow.
Let him die.
They're also like, I mean this so seriously, they also are so lucky that like Riddle have like, if Riddle literally just slammed their bubble, if Riddle just slammed their bubble like normal humans and start using their Rampart shit, like right here, not a single player in the server between these two teams has taken damage. If they just start slamming Rampart walls down and they wait in their dome, Zero and them literally cannot push them. When the bubble goes down, they're just going to murder Liquid, like completely murder Liquid. I don't know what possessed Riddle to just not start putting down Rampart walls and playing passively in their dome. But they triple swing the 3-man, so the fight is close and they end up winning it, which is bad. And then they get thirded again, like whatever. I mean, all of this falls apart because of the first fight. Like, if you want to know why they got what they got this game and they got chain third party, it's because the first fight was way too messy. Especially when Zero was doing the damage. I mean, he just said it himself. We're running out of time.
Going. Getting.
Ball.
Zero team.
I'm trying to peek stairs. I'm trying to peek stairs.
I'm coming. Batting. Oh, you cracked. Warriors, that's one.
Bat. Gun off time.
Hang low.
Flush.
All right, so what actually happened here, by the way, I don't speak any other language than English, so I don't know what VKG is saying in their comms. But I'd bet you all the money in the world that if we were able to translate VKG's, they spent the last, because that's who they're fighting, right? VKG spent the last like 45 seconds talking about, hey, if they go to the choke before us, it's fine because they're playing Bang, Maggie, Wraith. They'll be able to just like bunker blast, kill them, right? In these little. So like VKG is letting them go if they want, but if they don't go, then they have no issue like holding the choke either because they're Maggie Bang, right? Like they can bangle and Maggie drill and Maggie ball, stun. Like there's so much util that they can slow them down with, right? So it's like a win-win for VKG because of their comp.
I'm gonna count
right
right
Warriors, that's one.
And VKG know the choke is free, but what they're trying to do is get someone else to take the choke because they're Maggie and Watson ban. So the one thing that's most important when you have a spot and you have too much space to hold, is that you have to have one conversation about, hey, this is the spot we're fighting for and dying for. This is our safe spot. We're going to play for this spot no matter what. Someone tries to take space from us, we can try to fight them, but if shit is hitting the fan, this is where we go. This is what we're playing for no matter what. You have to have like your default.
I can drop you. I'm unlimited here.
Oh, bro.
I might just keep unlimited this game. Grab power boost right in game. I'm gonna play towards bottom. I want to play towards bottom.
Bottom team's not in.
Pink, go outside.
No, this is picking your window.
We go back upstairs.
Yeah.
We need to.
Go upstairs.
On your back. Bring it back to you.
I'm on your wall.
I'm just dead, bro.
I'm on your wall.
Bro, what? Come up to him. We might better get reset. Bro, what?
Alright, nice try, guys. Do we have any nades spot? Quistcott?
I had one arc.
No, this is picking.
Inside, you wall.
Yeah.
Locking door.
Come on,
We haven't got our kills yet. Try to peek.
Trying to peek.
Try to peek in.
Marking it.
So it's one of those moments where like Zero's calling a reset, but then he's not playing for the reset.
John?
Healing.
They did. They also queued in.
Take inside, you wall.
Yeah.
Locking door.
Come on,
We haven't got our kills yet. Try to peek.
It's like Zero's calling for a reset. Like, do you have wall? And then it's like, all right, well, we need to play together in wall and reset. We have 6 people fighting us right now. This team below us is resetting their caustic. The other team's alter queuing into third party us. Like, we just need to find a reset, right? But it's like Zero's looking for KP while his teammates are picking a spot to wall. Zero has no information of what's going on top. They have no idea what Zero's doing because Zero's not talking
Trying to
anymore.
Try to peek in.
Marking it. I arced it.
He just hears his teammates screaming, so he goes to help his teammates. But now there's a caustic ult there, so now they've lost the entire top floor, and they lost their wall. So now they're stuck in low ground with no wall, right? Can't sit in here with no wall, because then you're pinched, so you have to take the other side, right? You gotta cross.
I have you.
But it kind of gets crazy right
That's
here.
our reset.
I have you. Bro.
I'm breaking cross.
It kind of gets a little crazy here, and then they just end up getting pinched.
Peek, maybe.
Pink, go outside.
No, this is picking your window.
CRT know that they have a caustic ult on their top stairs, and CRT know that they can just peek the window and then the side door. So
Go
they
back
do.
upstairs.
Yeah.
We need to.
Go upstairs.
On your back. Bring it back to you.
I'm on your wall.
I'm just dead, bro.
And like, look at their health. Like, they're like, Sykes before he gets knocked is like 45 health, and Funk is like 55 health, and they have to cross up those stairs in front of CRT. Like, never in a million years. So, I mean, they just needed to play tighter as a team, and then be really decisive about how they were going to live if shit hit the fan. This is kind of timing. These are, okay, when we talk about Apex being a hard game, like, this is the same shit. The same shit right here would happen to Falcons or anyone else. I'm so serious. Like, this is the shit when you sign up for Apex, you sign up for bullshit just like this on LAN, and you just have to keep trucking and just tank the fucking 0-point game, and just, this happens to everyone. What happens is they make a legitimate god rotate, and they get timinged, like COD timinged, by like literally 2 seconds, and they all die because of the most insane 2-second timing. So I'll show you guys. Okay, so you guys see Liquid right here, right? I'm gonna go back so you guys can see. They literally just get to the spot, right? So I want to pay attention. Look, Liquid is alter TPing right now, all right? Liquid is in the air, alter TPing right now, alter TPing. They get to the spot. They just got to the spot. Okay, now I'm going to replay it again, and I'm going to point out something else, okay? Look, right here. FaZe Clan. Look at FaZe Clan. Blue title up left. Right when Liquid starts alter TPing, FaZe starts alter TPing as well. These guys start to go. This guy hits recon. Okay. Did you guys catch that? This guy on FaZe hit recon just now while Liquid was alter TPing. So their POV doesn't look the same. Now you're going to watch FaZe alter TP as well, right? You see FaZe alter TP. FaZe is going to int for this spot thinking it's not a full team, right? Because they're recon. Or they're thinking they're catching them off guard. One of the two. But I think it's because they think they're not a full team because they were in the middle of alter TPing, right? Now FaZe is going to sprint at Liquid in like the next 10 seconds. They're just going to run at them. While FaZe is rotating.
Behind us!
And they're just in no man's land. They're all dead. There's no living. The game's over.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
back
fighting.
to the back.
Come base.
They have to tack into a fucking
Bang one.
EMP. Like,
I killed.
it's just so
I killed 2 in the
fucked.
cards, man.
It's just so bad.
It's her.
And they literally get one of the best spots in zone and just blow the fuck up. They get 1 KP actually.
Go now, right north,
Double left door. My balcony. Double left door. Ready?
Walk in.
And then they die to zone.
Go tunnel me. Tunnel's free, huh?
They're on me, tunnel.
It's just kind of shitting on that guy. Why are they?
Why was it fucking inted?
Where the fuck was that? SBI?
You can't even say why are we always getting inted. Like that was actually like Liquid is gonna run at Cupid, murder Cupid. They get double mirrored. They're gonna alter TP. When they alter TP, they have to re-mirror SBI. How you re-mirror SBI is you take this height or you beat them up here, right? You have to be fast though, because if you get held into Harvester, your game is over. They alter TP out, but they're extremely slow. In the time that it takes SBI to run from this tunnel all the way over to here, Liquid should easily be able to get up this hill, go this way with alter TP, or beat them over here with alter tags. They like did everything wrong they could have done wrong here as far as like not saving time. Like, I don't think let me remember this. They didn't feel the pressure of their game could end from this when it's like a really high chance their game ends here. Like, this is a moment where you need to be like fucking screaming, calming, our game can end, we need to rush this, we need to get space. And like, if you're not realizing the situation, like, you're going to fucking kill yourself. Like, you have to be playing fast here. They play way too slow. SBI go for this wrap. Liquid didn't go for this hill or this, right? They went for this. Now SBI can just see them. SBI just fucking, and we're also talking about losers Elim 1. Like, it's not gonna be the greatest of great teams, right? SBI are gonna fucking int the shit out of them. Just jump off top rock on them. Keep in mind that if Liquid played fast to here, they'd either beat them, or Liquid play fast to here, they beat them. Liquid play fast to here, they beat them, right? They just had to do something instantly. And this is where they die. And then SBI commits to killing the 2v3, and then FaZe mirrors SBI, and then FaZe hold everyone in zone in Harvester, which is what we were just talking about, and then FaZe get the spot for free. And then the walk-in is just fucking godlike. Like, Team Liquid has crazy potential in these games so far to have 1 billion points.
I don't know.
Backing off.
Let's just shoot, guys, shoot.
Oh, bro. How did my gen break? Did it get, like, what?
It's because you placed it in Bangle breaks it.
I mean...
He puts his gen down during the bangle when they misjudge at the rocks in zone, and then his gen gets broken, then they get hit by a Gibiel and they die, right? If their gen was down and not broken, the Gibiel isn't hitting them, and they have time to realize, hey, we're not in zone, we have to run for the half wall, or we have to run for over here, or we have to get out of this, right? And while they probably still die, at least they have a chance, right? But because the gen dies, they don't have a chance, their game is going to end no matter what there. But the margin,
Yeah.
I want you to watch this back.
Get the smoke again, maybe.
The margin of him getting a gen down
Coming.
and not having him get blown up by the Bangle.
Jenny on me.
Right? So, like, they already got Gibby ulted, and the Bangle still hasn't gotten off. So I want to point out, the Bangle is literally going off as the Gibby ult at the exact same time. So the Bangle just finished going off, so now he would put down the gen.
Slam, I get slam.
They would put gen down right now. This is when the gen would be down.
Play on me.
They would be stunned. They would already have gotten hit for 100, but the gen would be down right now. 19 seconds on zone, and gen down right now. Funk played it literally pixel perfect. Are they still dead? Yeah, probably. Because they're not realizing Rock isn't in zone anyway. So it's like the margin here is really, like, the margin of error is like really small. This was probably like the worst thing they could have done, because like obviously they're taking the evac in the face of these guys, and these guys are going to walk outside and look at them, right? So they die on the evac.
Please.
I can't stick, I don't think. Dead, bro.
That's it.
No, you're good.
You want Sykes to take the balloon at the exact same time as Funk so that people can't react and shoot them. And you want Zero to lag behind and be the third one to take the zip so that people aim at Zero. And then Zero can use his phase on the balloon so that they have the least likely chance of dying. Because he could phase on the balloon. But, I mean, they shouldn't even be taking the balloon here. Like, that, what I just said is, like, so much yap and bullshit. Like, it really is. Because the reality is they should never be ballooning here. So, Sykes is 1 HP. Funk lives.
Close going.
Yeah, I need to.
I would like to point out that where Funk died is on top of checkpoint roof. When they land, Funk is crawling all the way to them.
Pop
Look at the minimap. Everyone look at the minimap where their teammate is dead over here, the red arrow. This is Funk knock.
I can maybe save you.
I don't know if I can. I can now.
I have to jet on me. I have to jet on me.
They actually
Completely
get
fine.
Funk to crawl out of top checkpoint all the way over here. I also, for those of you that don't know, because we VOD reviewed it when it happened live because it was insane, I also want to point out the team in the bunker was playing crypto and they were calming Thirst the Knocked Crypto. Thirst the Knocked Crypto. So he is a full 3-man with a drone trying to thirst him, and he somehow makes it past him over here. Like, you'd have to rewatch all of it, and I just can't be fucked to do that right now. But it's just like the sequence and luck and RNG and all of the variables that went into Funk getting the reset here was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in the history of me watching video games, let alone Apex.
I have to jet on me though.
So they're gonna get a full reset and they get zone pull.
Oh my god, please. Lock in.
Rock.
Play on my head. Let's fucking go, baby! Alright.
That was a legendary game, bro. That was a legendary game. So this is kind of the sequence that I was worried about. They didn't play for info behind them. They're literally out loud saying, we don't know what zone it is. There's 2 spots that are free. And without any comms, without anything, they just lock in, like, in my opinion, not a very good spot in Cedo, especially when you can't play Val.
Hey, look at this shit's gonna get inted in this fucking game, bro.
If we go back, when Liquid Force is here, if they're getting third beacon and they saw this zone, they would go spiders and walk in waterfall. And I would bet you all the money in my bank account that Reese would probably win this game again and go back-to-back game 5, game 6 winners. If he went and hit beacon and then went spider's house, because that's what he would have called. But the zone goes on, right? You're going to see the pull and you're going to see Liquid try to make a play because they realize they fucked up.
I think I'm like the worst comp imaginable. That's the deal.
You want me to check middle, yeah?
Why is he wasting his port? Oh yeah, I forgot. They're on the old patch. He can't EMP or he can't crypto drone grab it on the old patch. So this is the right play. I was tweaking.
Yeah.
Cat team, they have.
I want to point out Wraith port is only a minute and 30 cooldown. It is the lowest ultimate cooldown in the entire game. So all you have to do when you're on threshold is just don't force anything crazy. Just don't force. Get 2 points, get 3 points, get 4 points. And get your way through the tournament. You're fucking dead.
I don't have another jet.
Sykes is trying so hard to get a new gen down.
Hey,
Right?
cross back.
I want to point that out because that's a really big deal. Sykes' ult excel is at 0.0001 seconds and he cancels his ult excel because of the nade. And if he got that gen down, they would have lived because another EMP doesn't come in. Even if Sykes got knocked to that grenade, they still would have been fine. They only just had to get this gen down so they don't get util like blasted and they have to find the reset. Watch again. Watch in the bottom left and watch the ult excel.
I don't have another jet.
Our portal's still up, by the way.
I don't have another jet. Hold on. I don't have another jet. I don't have another jet. I need to heal. I need to pop.
Look at that ult excel. Look at that ult excel. That is literally 0.1 seconds for Watson. I'm not trolling you. 0.1.
Cross back.
Hold
He
for me.
cancels it.
Cross back.
Hold
Hold for me. Hold for me. Hold for me. You have to hold for me.
He's not on the ult excel. He's not getting on the ult excel. He's just fencing. And then he runs into new grenades that he can't see because he crossed the building back. I also want to point out on this side of the building, he could have ult excelled and gotten it off. So watch. He fucks up and cancels this ult excel. But if he went over here, and he's already, if he slid and started popping the ult excel again,
Hold for me.
Cross back.
Hold for me. Hold for me.
he would get the ult excel off here. There's no nades, no pressure.
You have to hold for me.
Now there's a nade. He'd probably have to cancel it, or the ult excel would be getting off right now. Right?
Bro.
And then he could place it. If he couldn't place it, and he's got to chill, you look at his health. Like, he's still healthy. He still has like 35, 45 health. He could just stand up here, eat one of these grenades, and be like really healthy and be spamming the ult excel, right? He had multiple moments to get it off.
Dead.
He's getting shot now through the door because they broke his door. He's getting shot now through the window. They're getting util dumped. 300 nades come in,
Yeah, you have to take it.
and they all die.
You have to.
Bro.
You like so?
Oh, I did. I didn't give you a chance to get it off. I'm fucking running around dodging nades.
You need to excel though.
I can't.
Bro.
So, yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you're Reese and you watch this VOD, you're like, dude, holy fuck. If you're Sykes and you watch this back, it's like, I'm freaking out. I'm 1 point above threshold. We're forcing a really fucking insanity play. I'm 20 health on an ult excel. Can you really blame me for canceling it? Because, like, if I die, the game ends. If he dies, doesn't get the ult excel off, then it's never getting off. When you're Sykes, or when you're Watson, not Sykes, when you're Watson, you're saying, why are we forcing this? When you're Zero, you're like, The bad play is a fine play if we get our ult excel down, which you definitely could have, right? So it's so tricky. You should take an ult excel before going. They had Gen, bro. It got EMP'd.
Gen in.
Get Olympian.
Just Gen.
They get a Gen.
Good. Let me come to you.
By the way.
But they get EMP'd. When they get EMP'd, it breaks the
I don't have
Gen.
another gen. Hold on, wait. I don't have another gen. I don't have another gen. I need to heal. I need pop.
Nade. Cross back.
Hold for me.
Cross back
Get
again.
him up. There you go.
Hold for me. Hold for me. Hold for me. You have to hold for me.
Bro. Dead. Bro.
And that's the end of the tournament. That's the end of the tournament for the boys. For the boys in blue. Yeah, it is tough, man.
Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section, and if you are new here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting video. Hasta la vista, baby.